Two goblins hunched over a gravesite, shoveling dirt over their shoulders. Gafton's shovel thudded against something hard. Crouching, he scraped his hand over the dirt, revealing a plank of wood. He struck his shovel against it again, confirming his find. "Master, we found it!" Gafton dropped the shovel and danced a jig on the grave. "We found him!" A hooded figure in tattered robes ambled toward them from under the still and silent leaves of an ancient, twisted maple. Perking up, the broad leaves swayed and rustled in the breeze as the cloaked form moved away. A rasp rattled from under the figure's hood as it tried to speak. A cough to clear his throat. Then the man spoke. "Why have you stopped digging?" Eyes wide, Gafton scrambled for his shovel and resumed digging alongside the other goblin. Gafton's disfigured foot did not keep him from outpacing his companion. "Keep up, Bagshead. Master wants this one while it's still fresh." After a bit more digging, a rudimentary wooden coffin lay exhumed in the ground. The two goblins secured a rope to the casket, clambered out, and hauled it to the surface. The man observed silently while Gafton and Bagshead pried open the simple wooden box, revealing a burnt human body. The charred face was locked in a final anguished scream. Lips curled back, teeth bared. Gafton's stomach gurgled, an involuntary reaction to the smell of rancid, burnt flesh. The odor reminded him of the warrens of his youth, and a time when such scents heralded goblin feeding frenzies. Gafton the club-footed goblin sighed. Those days of fighting for a scrap of rotten meat were long behind him. "Him's not fresh!" Bagshead was not so finicky as Gafton. He drew a knife from his belt and sliced away a piece of the blackened corpse. Gafton hobbled over and slapped the knife from Bagshead's hand. "What you doing? Master will have your heart!" The dark figure of their master moved closer, towering over the goblins. Its desiccated white hand stretched out to land on Gafton's shoulder. "Easy, Gafton. He's just an animal." The master's chilling touch sapped the warmth from Gafton's arm. Difficult to describe, even for a goblin as clever as Gafton. He breathed in relief when the master withdrew his hand, a hand which joined the wizard's wrist by way of some rough stitchwork. Its pallid tone contrasted against the livelier skin of the master's arm. A corpse's reclaimed hand, Gafton knew, because he was the one in charge of fetching such corpses for his master. The master pressed his wrong-colored hand to the disinterred corpse's face. Gafton felt a pressure change around him, thinner somehow. The air got colder. Gafton shivered, misty breath hovering in front of his face. The master's eyes fluttered and rolled back in his head. Gafton knew the master was seeing glimpses of the dead man's life. "It's him. Load the body and let's be gone from here." He stepped toward the maple, and shadows seemed to gather around him, leaving Gafton and Bagshead to load the body for the trip home. Gafton heard the satisfaction in his master's words and grinned. When the master was happy, Gafton was happy. "Who is, Gafton? Who is?" Bagshead fiddled with his knife. "Why not eat?" Bagshead asked too many questions. Bagshead works, Bagshead gets paid. Gafton grabbed a rope and leaned into dragging the coffin toward their wagon. Bagshead talk, ask questions? Bagshead lose job. Maybe lose head. Bagshead squealed and clamped a dirty hand over his mouth to stifle the sound. Scrambling, he fell in beside Gafton, dragging the coffin with renewed enthusiasm. Bagshead keep head, please, thank you. Bagshead, very smart goblin, Gafton said. The bright moon was a sliver, barely there. The dark moon blotted out an irregular shape against the backdrop of stars.